This video will go over using a buffered angle change to set up the angle for Stallord Skip. I will demonstrate first. And from here I can just carry on with the trick as I normally would if I had used the claw shot setup. So the first thing I want to point out is that because I did the angle setup over on the entrance side of the arena, Stallord faced that way longer and actually didn't attack that direction. And so that makes his second attack not even come close to hitting me over here, which means I have a lot of time to get the cat, which is pretty nice. It means there isn't really a time crunch for getting the angle in the first place. And it makes it more common to not have to use the boomerang at all, or to use it, less often than you would otherwise. So that's pretty nice. There are a few things to talk about beyond, just showing it, which are getting the angle in the first place, avoiding these attack spinners here, and getting up onto this ledge in a good way. So let me go back to the beginning. For this angle buffer, I'll show the frame, or like the visual cue. This is what I use as my visual cue, is Stallord's spine over in the bottom left side of the screen. So when Stallord's spine is about this far away from the left side of the screen, then it's good. And it's pretty easy to tell. So I'll show the frame before that and the frame after that real quick. So if I go one more frame to the right, then Stallord's spine is touching the left side, so that's obviously not right. And if I go one more to the left, then it's just farther away. So if you get used to seeing this, then you're good. And I don't recommend looking at his head because it's kind of bobbling around. So I want to buffer so that I can get a perfect angle increment. See, that was not far enough. I can just go back and try again. Too far. And perfect. Okay, now the amount of buffering you have to do before you get it right determines what you do at this point. So I'm going to make a save state here. I had to buffer 4 extra times, right? Because I missed it the first time and the second time, and had to buffer both directions. So a total of 5 buffers instead of the minimum 1. Or 1 after the initial item wheel. And that means that the spinner... I made a save state, so I can just close this. That spinner is pretty close to me. I think I still have time to get on, before it hits me. But on this side, because that spinner was so close to me, I can expect to get hit. No? Okay, I barely made it. But basically, if you end up getting on this spinner rail right in front of that spinner like that, I hesitated for an example, then you're going to get hit over here, like that. So what you want to do in that case... Okay, try that again. What you want to do in that case is just get off here and wait, and then go. Because if you get hit by the spinner, it'll change your angle, and then you have to go over and do the claw shot setup anyway. So that was with some extra angle buffering. If I get it first try, and I'm just going to pretend here, yeah, that's the wrong angle, but I'm going to pretend it's right. If I get it first try and I just get on the spinner rail, I don't need to worry about that. And if I get it second try, it also is fine. It's like third try and beyond where you have to worry about this spinner. So that's all you have to know about that. Basically, the spinner on this, at this point, will tell you what you need to do on the other side. Then, when you get to the other side... Oh, good. Got the right angle. Here, let me make a save state here. You want to get off the spinner here and then side hop up. And the reason for that is that if you get off somewhere else and then roll, you can bonk. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I'm getting 2 bonks. I'm not sure what it depends on. It's like distance from the rail or something. But yeah, sometimes you don't bonk. But anyway, you don't want to roll, you want to side hop. And then if you side hop... nice. Let me actually just make myself invincible so I can show this more easily. If you side hop right here in this corner, then you can get this kind of slipping animation off this ledge. Come on. Come on. Of course, I can't get it now. Happens every time in run. There we go. Okay, so that automatically happened, and that screwed up my angle, so I don't want to side hop there. So basically, I want to get off right here, side hop up, and then I'm over here. As long as I'm out of the way, I can do my angle turns. I don't need to do the roll first. What I like to do is a roll, and then once I do my angle turns, I do 2 backflips into the corner. But instead, you could just stay over here without the roll, do your turns, get your angle, and then do 3 backflips into the corner. Whatever you like. So that's all the important stuff. And then lastly, if you screw this up in one way or another, if you just void out, then you're exactly in the same position that you started in when you entered the fight. So you can just do the exact same thing again. And this was second try, so I should be fine on the spinners. Looks good. And I can go on with the trick.